Okay. So let's just talk about, after word root, let's just talk about prefixes, and especially prefixes or suffixes. So let's start with the suffix. Primary suffix. Okay. So if you have single bond, so then write "in." If you see double bond, so then write "in." And if somewhere third bond is present, so that is known as "I." So these are the primary suffixes which we used to use in the nomenclature. Clear? So let's start with "in." Okay, let's start with primary suffix "in." Nomenclature of the compound in which we use the "in" suffix. So first, let's start with the rules of nomenclature. Let's start with first rule. First rule is always select, note down, always select the longest carbon-carbon chain. First rule is, if you have any compound, so you have to select the longest chain. And it's no need to be straight. ऐसा कोई compulsory नहीं है कि वो हमारी straight हो, सीधी line. It can goes in any direction. But the main thing is you have to select the longest chain. Okay, so for example, if I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and if I attach 1, 2, 3, hydrogens आप खुद लिख लेंगे ना? I'll just tell you, because when I'll do the nomenclature, I'll give you the questions. I'll just write CCC. So how you will attach hydrogen with them? So I will just tell you. C, carbon is a tetravalent compound. Carbon is a tetravalent compound. So it must combine with 4 bonds. If one bond is there, then write CH3. If 2 bonds are there, then write CH2, because 2 hydrogen and 2 bonds. Valency satisfy. If 3 bonds are there, then write 1 hydrogen. And if 4 bonds are there, then no need to write any hydrogen. Clear? So let's just start. CH3, 2 bonds plus 2 hydrogen. 1, 2, 3 bonds, 1 hydrogen. 2 bonds, CH2. 2 bonds, CH2. Keep this thing in your mind, because I will not write this thing again and again, okay? 2 bonds, CH2. 2 bonds, CH2. 3 bonds, sorry, 1 bond, CH2. Clear? So this is the skeleton of your compound. Okay? So if I ask you to find out the longest chain, so what will be the longest chain? Which one will be the longest chain? Let's just go from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this we have 6 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, be 6 aa gaya hamare paas. Now let's just take one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In this chain, we have 7 carbon atoms. So this will be our longest chain. Okay, because in this we have 7 carbons. Okay, so this will be your longest chain. There is no such rule that you can go for a straight chain only. You can go in any direction. Sometimes they can give you this type of question also. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Instead of this, they can write this C, C. They can write this C, C, and C here. So in this, what will be the longest chain? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this can be your longest chain. Okay. That was the first rule, to find out the longest chain, carbon-carbon chain. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Go to the second rule. Hashtag second. Second rule is, if, give me a moment. Yes, but sometimes happen that from every side you will get the longest means the number of carbon atoms same. दोनों साइड से कहीं से भी ले लो चेन आपको पूरी सेम नजर आएगी, but still there is a difference. कैसे? Let me just show you with the help of example. So for example, okay, see, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, है ना? Now we have 5 5 5 5 5 carbons from all the directions. अब सबसे बड़ा confusion मैम where to start, है ना? From which carbon we have to start the counting. So the second rule is if one or more longest chain are available, then select the chain with maximum branching. Branching means this attached species, है ना? अगर हमारे पास एक से ज्यादा चेन है जो लॉन्गेस्ट आ रही है, तो देन सेलेक्ट द चेन विद मैक्सिमम ब्रांचिंग, जिसमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा ब्रांचिंग आए. So let's just stick with this 1 2 3 4 5 6, sorry 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So this chain is same from all directions, so it doesn't make any difference कि आप इसको किधर से लेंगे. तो आप इसको कहीं से भी ले सकते हैं 1 2 3 4 5, है ना? सीधा ले लिया हमने, इंस्टेड ऑफ गोइंग zigzag वे हमने सीधा ले लिया, इधर से ले लिया, इधर से भी ये थर्ड कार्बन पे है, इधर से ले रहे हैं तो भी ये थर्ड कार्बन पे है. तो दिस विल बी लाइक गोज इन सिंपल वे. लेट मी जस्ट कॉम्प्लिकेट दिस थिंग. हाउ? For example, if I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, है ना? This is also carbon. 1 2 3, okay, 1 2 3, ठीक है, and 3. Huh? This is also, this is a methyl group, this is a branching, and I can take this one also branching and this one also branching. So let me go for the longest chain first. Let me take this one 1 2 3, ठीक है. So what will be the counting? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. In this we have 7 carbons. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. In this we have 8 carbons. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. तो हमारी ये चेन और ये चेन दोनों सेम जा रही है, ठीक है. लेट मी, दिस चेन एंड दिस चेन इज सेम, ठीक है. So at means what is the second rule, that you have to select the maximum branching. अगर हम इससे जाते हैं तो now we have only one branching here with this carbon, है ना? But if we go straight, instead of like if we go through this chain from this to this chain, तो branching कितनी हो गई? एक तो second इस second carbon पे हो गई और एक हो गई 1 2 3 4th carbon. So the chain will be this one. Clear? So if you have maximum longest chain, one or more longest chain, then give preference to the maximum number of branches. Clear? Third rule. One, two, three, 4 5 and 6. If I have okay, so this is methyl group. So why same? If you want to substitute hydrogen, then you can go for it. So I'm just writing in a simple carbon, let's say. So if they ask you, then what will be the nomenclature of this compound? So first is find out the longest chain. First rule, the longest chain will be 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this will be the longest chain. Okay. अब हमारे पास दो तरीके हैं. Either we can means and start numbering from this carbon or this carbon. Let's just go down. Let me continue with 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay. Let me continue the another chain from this side. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. क्लियर? अब इधर से भी आंसर आ रहा है और इधर से भी आ रहा है. तो बेसिक कंफ्यूजन इज दिस के मैम फ्रॉम विच कार्बन वी हैव टू स्टार्ट द नंबरिंग, कहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉन को लेना शुरू करें. तो नेक्स्ट रूल इज गिव प्रेफरेंस टू नियर ब्रांच, नियरेस्ट ब्रांच, है ना. स्टार्ट काउंटिंग फ्रॉम दैट कार्बन where branch is at near position. You can write it this way कि भाई हम प्रेफरेंस वहां से देंगे जहां से ब्रांच हमारी नियर आ रही है. तो नियर कहाँ से आ रही है? सबसे पहली चीज 1 2 3 4 यहाँ फोर्थ कार्बन पे है, यहाँ से 1 2 थर्ड कार्बन. तो दिस विल बी 3. व्हाट इज दिस ग्रुप? मिथाइल, है ना. CH3 is methyl. Now count 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 3 methyl hexane. So this will be your correct answer. अगर आप ऊपर से करते तो दैट विल बी, वो आता था आपका क्या आता, 4 methyl hexane, and which is wrong actually. Clear? Or you can just write it that start branching means like start numbering from that carbon where the locant position is near. Near means locant means attached species is near. Okay. अब सबसे सिंपल था कि भाई मैम वी हैव ओनली वन लोकेंट हियर, है ना. और ऐसा कभी नहीं होता कि किसी कंपाउंड में सिर्फ एक ही लोकेंट, दैट वाज ओनली फॉर वन लोकेंट. Let's just move to the another point. When we have multiple locants in our chain or in our compound. So for example, let me start with this. Okay. Now it is confusing because since we have a one CH3 here, one CH3 here, and one CH3 here, and if we take this thing as a long chain, so this will be CH3 and this will be CH3. Big confusion. Ma'am, from where we have to start? For this, IUPAC system gave a law that is lowest sum rule, but that rule was for previous nomenclature. स्टार्टिंग में जब हम कोई भी रूल देते हैं तो ऐसे ही दे देते हैं कि हाँ भाई एक बेसिक कॉमन फैक्टर ले लो, बट दिस रूल इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल फॉर each and every compound, है ना. Sometimes we have exception, so we also have some another alternative rule so that we can find out the exact nomenclature, है ना. इसके अलावा हमारे पास एक और रूल है because ये हर जगह एप्लीकेबल नहीं होता. अब what is the lowest sum rule? So for example, first thing, let me just find out the longest chain. So for to find out the longest chain, we just start nomenclature from this side. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So from which carbon you want to start, you will get the 6 carbon chain only. So longest carbon chain in us 6 carbon. Okay. Second rule अभी हमने क्या पढ़ा है? Second rule we have studied कि भाई जहां से branching near हो उसको preference दो. So if we start from this carbon, तो यहाँ पे भी second पे है. If we start from this carbon, तो भी second पे है. If we start from this carbon, then also second. If we start from this carbon, then also second. If we start from this also, then also second. Now सबसे ज्यादा confusing कि भाई मैम अब बताइए अब क्या किया जाए, because we have branching from both the sides, from all the sides actually on second position. So lowest sum rule tell you that you just calculate or sum up the total number of positions and find out your answer. How? So let me start. Let me take this chain 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let me take this chain first. So if we take 2 2, 2 methyl group are attached, so 2 plus 2, 2 methyl group on say one carbon. So 2 plus 2 plus 5. 2 plus 2 plus 5. What will be the sum? Yes, fast. What will be the sum total?
Ma'am, 9.
Okay. Okay. This is 9 from this side. If I just change the direction of the chain and start numbering from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we have what? One methyl group at 2 and two methyl group at 5, 5. Sum total?
12.
Quick. Yes, 12. So the lowest sum for this is 9. So according to this, the numbering which we have started from this side is actually good. Okay. So what will be the nomenclature here? So what will be the nomenclature? The nomenclature will be, we'll start numbering from with this formula, and that will be 2, 2, 5, trimethyl, 6 carbon were there, na? Hexane. Simple. First number. Numbers के बीच में always use comma. Between a number and an alphabet, always use dash. Note these things down because these are very important. Each and every single dash or comma can deduct your marks. Okay. Trimethyl hexane. Clear? Let me just take one more example, which will change your perception. 1, 2, 3, 4. आप आधे तो स्ट्रक्चर देख के डर गए होंगे, मैम ये क्या है, व्हाट इज दिस, है ना? Okay. So all the points, all the lowest and high points, they just denote the carbon. Remember, na, this is a bone line structure. है ना? In previous class I have told you. So this is carbon, 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 carbon. This is carbon, this is carbon, and even this is carbon. This is just like same this, but I've just made it in bone line structure to make it just simple. So what happened? From which carbon we must start the nomenclature? So for example, let's just start with this carbon from this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is 9. Okay? This is 9. So let's just apply this rule. So on third carbon, 3 plus 3 plus 8. What will be the sum total?
14.
It is 14. Okay? Let's just start from this carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Same position changes. 2 plus 7, 7. 7, 7. So sum total?
16.
Okay, 16. So if we go on the basis of this means lowest sum rule, so this nomenclature will go wrong. Why? Because this will change the name. क्योंकि हमने अभी nearest location भी पढ़ा था, तो हमें जब भी हम nomenclature करेंगे बेटा, तो we must see हमारा कौन सा रूल एप्लीकेबल हो रहा है. हर टाइम ये इकलौता रूल ही एप्लीकेबल नहीं होगा. So for that we have a specific rule, means near position of locant. Locant का nearest position कौन सा है? So from which carbon, at which carbon the nearest locate is? If we start from this one, so 1, 2. On second carbon we have nearest locant, and if we start from this 1, 2, 3, so we have locant on third place. So now give preference to this one. So your name nomenclature will be 2, 7, 7 trimethyl non-ane. Clear? कभी भी एक रूल पे स्टिक नहीं रहना. अभी ये रूल भी आगे जाके चेंज हो जाएगा. We have to apply each and every rule while doing nomenclature. बेस्ट पॉसिबल आंसर आफ्टर फिल्ट्रेशन हमें चाहिए. तो फर्स्ट रूल वाज लोएस्ट लोकेंट रूल, बट हमने ये देखा कि हमारा दूसरा रूल ये कहता है कि नियरेस्ट सब्स्टिट्यूएंट कहाँ आता है, नियरेस्ट ब्रांचिंग कौन से कार्बन पे है, हमें वहां से नंबरिंग स्टार्ट करनी है. तो यहाँ पर ये रूल आपका लोएस्ट लोकेंट वाला फेल हो गया. तो नाउ वी विल गिव प्रेफरेंस टू दिस रूल. ठीक है, अब ये लोएस्ट अब हमें लगाना कहाँ है, कि सबसे बड़ा कंफ्यूजन कि मैम ये लगेगा कहाँ पर, हमें कैसे पता चलेगा व्हेन वी हैव टू अप्लाई द लोएस्ट लोकेंट एंड व्हेन वी हैव टू अप्लाई दिस नियरेस्ट लोकेंट वाला. ठीक है, let me just give you example. See, sometimes what happen when you do this reaction ना, जब आप totaling करोगे nearest location वाला, तो at what time you must see the first position. Instead of counting these carbon, you just see to it the first position. If the first position is 2, so then go for this. Means the position or the place which we have first one preference, तो हम उसको देंगे जिसका नंबर कम होगा कंपैरेटिवली. यहाँ 3 था, यहाँ 2 था, हमने इसको प्रेफरेंस दिया. ठीक है, अब एक और कंफ्यूजन कि मैम अगर इस ऐसा केस हो, इफ वी हैव दिस टाइप ऑफ केस इन विच वी हैव means locant on second carbon or same carbon. ठीक है, so now this is 2 to 2. ठीक है, but when we go to the second locant, so what happened, the second locant is on 2 and here is on 5. तो यहाँ पे दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या आ गया, 2 में आ गया. हम यहाँ पे प्रेफरेंस किसको देंगे, सेकेंड वाले. अगर आपके फर्स्ट स्पीशीज या फर्स्ट लोकेंट सिमिलर कार्बन एटम्स पे अटैच हैं, तो देन यू विल गो टू द सेकेंड वन and find out at which you have to take as your main carbon chain. Clear? Now, sometimes these were all about the same type of substituent. यहाँ पे सिर्फ हम अभी तक मिथाइल ले रहे हैं, है ना? Let's just move to the another rule and take another example in which we have different types of substituent or branches. So 1, 2, this. Okay. If we have this type of arrangement, so I just want to remind you one more thing again. Carbon, 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 and carbon. Clear? And hydrogen, I think you all can attach. I have already told you how to attach the hydrogen. Okay. So let's just move to this one. Now, which functional group is this? This is ethyl. है ना? 1, 2 carbon are there. So this is ethyl. And this is 1 carbon. So this is methyl. Clear? So basic confusion is, ma'am, we can find out the longest chain. We can just assign numbers to the chain carbons. But which name we have to write on at first position and which name we have to write at second position? Because here दोनों है, methyl and ethyl. So big confusion is that which functional group we have to select at first position. So at that time, naming or do nomenclature. The next rule is naming of substituent will always be alphabetical. आप नंबरिंग कहीं से भी दे दो बेटा. We can give numbering on the basis of attachment, on the basis of lowest locant rule. किसी पे भी दे सकते हो. But when we do the nomenclature, when we write the naming, we'll give preference to the alphabetical order. How? So for example, E comes before M, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. We all learn this A, B, C, D in C class. So ethyl E comes before M. So we'll give preference to this ethyl. So first, find out the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clear? So this will be a straight chain, will be our longest chain. Okay. Now, give where from which carbon we have to start. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. On fourth carbon, we have branching. So same dekho. First is on fourth, then fifth, sixth. If we start from this one, 1, 2, 3. First is on 3 and second one is on 4, 5. So which chain we will select? this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Clear? Total 8 carbon are here. Let's just start the nomenclature. So if we go alphabetically, so ethyl will come first. So nomenclature will be at which place ethyl group is present. 5 ethyl. Don't use cap words in alphabets in caps, है ना? While doing nomenclature. So 5 we can just use only first alphabet. But if we have number at first place, then we'll have name alphabet, then we'll use only small alphabet. So 5 ethyl dash, methyl is on third place, 3 methyl, see, dash in between alphabet and number. If I have multiple numbers, then we'll use comma. Okay, so 5 ethyl, 3 methyl, 8 carbon were there, OCT. And since we have only single bond in our chain, so octane. 5 ethyl, 3 methyl octane. Is this clear, beta? Do you feel any doubt? So always follow this rule while doing nomenclature. Give preference to alphabetical order. Okay, let me just give you one more example quickly. 1, 2. Okay. Yes. Then how we'll do the nomenclature of this compound? All our compound means all the points, all the starting and end points are carbon. So let me just show you. C, 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 C. Yes, all are carbons. Okay. Every time I'm not going to remind you this thing. So keep this thing in your mind. You have to memorize or learn all the rules to do nomenclature perfectly. So let's just go to the lock and rule first. 1, 2, 3, longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what will be the longest chain? This one. Right? Or this one, it will be the longest chain. So first thing, either we start from this side or this side. Let's just take the same lock and rule. मैं आपको lock and rule से बेटा अभी इसीलिए बता रही हूँ because मैं आपको basic सिखा रही हूँ. जब आप practice करोगे ना, you don't have to calculate these positions every time. So 1, 2, 3 on third position and on fifth position. ठीक है? Let's just start from this side. 1, 2, 3. Third position. Again on third position. See, 2 methyl group are here. One is this one, second one is this one. So यहाँ पे वो 3, 3, 3, 5, 5 था, but here we have 3, 3, 5. So to which we will give preference? We will give preference to, if we have first same, first is common, but our second position is different. So we will give preference to this one, because as you can see, if you have like means substituent attached on third, so we have multiple branches. ज़्यादा branches हमारी इसमें है और कम इसमें है. So this is ethyl, this is methyl, this is methyl. Let's just go for the nomenclature. So what will be the nomenclature? First, if this is ethyl, this is methyl, and this is methyl, so always give preference to the alphabet. So 5 ethyl. Clear? Let's just move to another one. So what will be the 5 ethyl, then 3, 3. Clear? See, 3 or 3, 2 methyl groups are attached. Dimethyl, at that time, remember this thing. Whenever you write multiple number of groups, किसी भी same type के multiple groups present हैं, so you will write the number. अगर यहाँ 3 होते, then at that point of time you have to write tri. If you have 4 methyl group, then you have to write tetra methyl. ठीक है? But sometimes students used to ask कि भाई मैम D पहले आता है, E बाद में आता है. But why you give preference to E first? Remember this thing. Don't consider. Remember, this is your next rule. Do not consider di, tri, tetra, etc. in main nomenclature या फिर in main alphabetical order. Clear? Don't give preference. See, these di, tri, tetra, they just shows the number only, but we will give preference to this E and this M. So 5-ethyl, 3,3-dimethyl. Since 8 carbon were there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbon were there, so this will be heptane. Clear? 7 carbons थे ना यहाँ पर, 7 carbons were there, so this will be heptane. Got it? Yes? Is there any doubt? Okay, so we will continue with the same. Next, complex types of nomenclature when we have functional group, halogens, benzene ring, and so many things attached with this carbon chain. अभी सिर्फ मैंने आपको मिथाइल और इथाइल बताया है, that's it. When we'll go down to the topic, you'll came to know different things about the nomenclature. कि भाई अगर यहाँ chlorine लगा हो, bromine हो, benzene ring हो, cyclic compounds हो, at that time पे how we'll do the nomenclature. Okay, we'll start with the we'll continue with the same topic tomorrow.